Good evening, everybody. I don't listen.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I actually
Myself. Sorry.
actually said hello to everybody. Let's just wait for a little bit.
I think my cell phone need fix.
Needs to be fixed, really?
Need what? Need
Why?
be fixed.
Needs to be
Needs to be
fixed.
fixed.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Very good, thank you. What about you, teacher?
I'm doing awesome too. Today was a very busy day, and that's good for me. I prefer to have a busy day than a boring day.
What other kind of introduction could you use when you want to start a conversation? Like, how are you?
Exactly what you did. Just make any random question. It's the same in Spanish. It's the same thing that we do. How are you? What do you do? How was your day? How's your job?
Okay. Uh, you can use WhatsApp. Only that, WhatsApp.
Yeah, informally, yes. You can say, what's up?
I had the opportunity to hear or something like here because there are Black people and they speak so fast, and I imagine a lot of contractions,
Mm-hmm.
and there are many words that I can understand because I imagine it's uh, like uh, like when you speak with some people for a town.
Hmm. Here in El Salvador, if you talk to someone from San Miguel, let's say, they have an accent, right?
Yes.
I guess that's what you're referring to.
How do you? There are a word that means that like foráneo.
Foreign? No, someone foreign is someone from a different country, speaks a foreign language. But no, it's just an accent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's very common in the United States. There are like 9 different types of accents, and people from Philadelphia, New York, all that area, they actually, many of them, well, the native speakers, they have some a little British accent.
Okay.
Because all that area is named New England. It's called New England. It's like 5 states, or I can't remember.
Okay.
In fact, their football team is the Patriots. Patriots are just New England. It's not from a specific state. I don't know if you watched the Super Bowl or if you like the Super Bowl, the football, American football.
Actually, I did. No, I think you are speak, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I was on mute giving the cell phone to my daughter. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you don't like or you didn't watch the Super Bowl?
I like to watch the intermediate, just that.
Okay. The halftime show.
Time show because in that kind of play there are many stops.
Many stars.
Stops.
Oh, stops? What do you mean?
The play stop almost every
Oh, you mean like they stop the game?
stop the game.
Yeah, from time to time. They have to study the next play, the next move. Yeah, that kind of it's kind of boring. But it's all about the time. American football has a lot to do with time. That's true.
Yes, but that is the reason I don't like a lot. I prefer the halftime, the
Halftime show.
halftime show.
So you watched Rihanna this year or what? I haven't watched the halftime show. Rihanna's halftime show. I haven't watched it.
In the red dress. People say that was amazing, but I consider it's kind of so-so.
Kind of, yeah. But it was weird. They said that Rihanna mixed the COVID thing with her show.
COVID? Why?
Because the some of the performers or her crew were wearing masks, and yeah,
Yes,
so that was kind of weird.
but they maintain or keep the distance. And they are floating in a platform.
They do.
They
Okay. Where are the others? Susana, you're so quiet. Diego, are you working, Diego?
Yes, teacher, but I'm pending and I'm listening.
Good. Okay, tonight I have some little videos prepared for you to watch, have some fun. Tonight's topic is very entertaining, let's say. We have to describe characteristics of millennials, describe millennials characteristics. But first, we're going to start as usual, having a conversation so you can practice. Norma is driving. Okay. And so far we are 8. I'm really concerned.
Why, teacher?
Because we are too few.
Don't worry about that.
In most classes, we are missing about
As a matter of fact,
6
they're connecting right now.
students. Yeah, they're connecting right now. They're coming. Okay, let's follow instructions, guys. Let's turn on the cameras so we can do the attendance. Sorry, I'm babysitting. So let's go. Carlos Alfredo Palomo Pineda.
Present.
Claudia María Meléndez Santos. Cristian Natalie Erazo Rogel.
Present.
Diana Elizabeth Chereguiño Martínez. Diego Armando López Rivas.
I'm here, teacher.
Thank you. Jorge Humberto Vela Funes.
Present.
Good. Juan Carlos Rivas Jovel. I saw. Yeah, there he is. Manuel Antonio Palma. It's connecting. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar. Mario Ernesto Villeda. Mario José Valle Castaneda. Nelson René Olmedo Figueroa. Norma Carolina Villeda Ábalos.
Present, teacher.
Be careful. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo. Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa.
Present, teacher.
Good. Okay, guys. So how do we want to start tonight? I would like to have some of you just come to the front and answer any question, so we can evaluate your speaking, which is the most important part for me. So let me choose a random question. Okay. Hey, good evening, Mario. Welcome. Okay. I think this is about past, and we can all practice it. So what is something new that you've learned in the past week? What is something new that you have learned in the past week? What's something new that you have learned during the past week? Okay, let me give you an example. Something new that I have learned in the past week. What can I tell you? Well, I learned how to degrease an engine, how to degrease something. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way that you cannot simply wash with detergent. The grease, when grease is so heavy and is combined with dust, it's a nightmare to remove it from the pieces. So I learned that you need a special machine. Let's say you need pressurized water to clean an engine, in my case. That's one of the things that I learned. And also, I learned how my engine is composed, what parts are very important to take care of. And the biggest lesson The biggest lesson that I learned last week on Friday is what I'm not supposed to do. If I buy something, I need a receipt. That's very important because somebody stolen $100 from me, and I don't think I will get them back. And that's because I bought something. They didn't give me a receipt. I just left. It turned out, it turned out that I didn't need the parts anymore. So I took them back to the seller, and the seller said, uh-oh, I spent the money already. I'm sorry. So I gave him the parts. I left the parts at his workshop, and he said, oh, no, I'm not taking the parts. I will give you back the money, but you have to wait for me to give you back the money. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait for that. So I don't think that money is coming back. It's $100 that I have lost, unfortunately. So that's the biggest lesson I have learned. Just don't do that. Don't do that. You need a receipt every time you make a purchase. That's me. So what do you want to do? Do you want to prepare yourselves and come to the front, or would you like to practice with your classmates? I'm giving you the options.
Practice with the
In my
class.
case,
Okay.
I learn I have to read the email the bank send me, the notification the bank send me, because I see some purchases I didn't make.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, so I
Oh,
blocked the credit card, and the bank told me I've been not notified,
mhm.
but I did nothing in 3 days. So the purchase was complete. So come on. I have an insurance for that case. Yeah, right. Told me the bank, but have to read
Oh
pregnant
my
my
God,
email.
that is so sad, Mario. That's what I do for a living. I work in a call center that, we resolve these cases in the United States. If this happened to you, you have the support of the card issuers. So whoever issue the card, quien hizo la tarjeta, whoever issue the card must support you. You contact them and you dispute the charges. That's the name. You dispute fraudulent charges. Charges that you don't recognize, that you didn't do. And in the end, you recover your money. That's for sure. If it wasn't you, you get the money
Yeah,
back.
the the bank told me it's around 2 or 3 weeks for they give me back the money.
Because they need to investigate.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
which is fine.
Yeah. But in this case, I thank God I buy that insurance. Almost every day, somebody call me. Yeah, you have a credit card. You need to be covered up. Yeah. No, thanks, no, thanks. But in this case, but for the credit card,
Mhm.
in that credit card, I take it. No, I took it. And I took it around 1 year ago.
A year ago, around
A
a
year
year
ago.
ago. Okay. So you heard Mario's example. Jorge's thinking that we should go on groups and practice, and I do agree. So let's do it. Let's go and practice in small groups. I'm gonna do fours, okay? Each group will be 4 students. So please join the session and practice with your classmates. The question is very simple. So something that you have learned during the last week, okay? Let's go. Sorry, I had to stand up. Okay, wow. Para los compañeros que se han quedado acá, yo supongo que han de estar trabajando o pues se encuentran no indispuestos para conectarse. Es que, bueno, qué triste. Son varios, son 5 alumnos y allá está Jorge solo en el salón. Lo voy a mover a él. No se preocupen, yo sé que muy probablemente están ocupados. Bien.
To a training and it was about communication, and that is a topic that I know and that I learned where I was at the university, but the trainer gave us new information and new techniques that we can use at work. So that's the new I learned. In your case, Mario?
In my case, I told me, I learned I have to read my emails or notification of the bank frequently because I have a purchase I didn't make it, so I contact the bank and told me they have insurance for that, but I have to change my credit card. That's something I learned the past week.
Remember, I think I too, I had a training about the electronic bill, and for it's a new implementation for the government. It's a Ministerio de Hacienda. But it's a training, it's in process. Only that.
That's it. You're saying that's it. It's a requirement from the government.
Yes, teacher. It's all company in El Salvador. It's a new implementation. It's a legal. It's a
It's a new legal requirement
legal. Yes. Legal.
for all
It's in
companies.
en pausa. How do you say pausa?
It's in pause.
O, ajá, o no, o sería como paulatinamente.
How often do you do it? Every other week or every other month?
No, it's since a long time. But it's for its a phase, the company is a big contribuyentes. How do you say contribuyentes? Well,
Big businesses. A big business.
Uh-huh.
Big business.
Big business is así for implementation. But it's is the moment the other company is I learning is a new ¿cómo es? What is and no choose they choose for is a system learning is a use
Okay.
ajá.
Okay,
Y
okay.
sus ¿cómo es las ventajas y desventajas?
The advantages and
Advantages.
disadvantages,
Ajá, okay.
the pros and cons.
Yes, thank you. Pros and cons. It's an area, it's other areas is in the company, is accountant, is IT,
IT.
technology.
Mhm.
It's a relation, but it's other company. It's a new.
It's new. It's new. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, continue, guys. What else have you learned, Juan Carlos? You're so quiet.
No, let's see. I was learning about what do you need for what do you need for offer services
To offer
to offer
services?
is professional services. Oh, but how to make publicity in the social media
To promote yourself.
To promote something
Social media
because
manager?
Yes,
Social
but
media manager.
yes, I want to make a social media for a small company where I can offer my accounting services. So I was learning how to create a page.
A web page.
No web page, maybe a social media for business.
A fan page for business.
Fan page for business.
Mhm.
I realized that you can pay for publicity. You can upload your announcement, and you
Your
can
ads.
pay your ads, and you can choose what kind of people or what kind or what ages. I don't know how do you say.
You can choose the niche of market.
Your target,
the niche of
Your
market.
niche of market. No, yeah, your
Yes.
target niche of market. That's right. Your target audience. Your target audience. Mhm.
Okay. You can choose
That was
your
on
target
intermediate
audience.
5, I think. I think that was intermediate 5, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah. Marketing, publicity, strategies.
I wasn't here.
Oh, man, that's a great topic. And you can make it fun.
So, okay. So, that's what I learned last week, I think.
In my case, teacher, I was telling to my classmate that I learned the last week about my coworkers who doesn't involve with the process of the company because they don't care, spend time, waste money, or waste work that you really want to continue. So that kind of people or co-workers is not a good teammate, or you can use teammate.
Yeah, just like classmate, flatmate, teammate.
Teammate to work with them because they don't care that spend money, because if you waste time, you are spend the salary, my salary, the salary of them, because you need to return or remake the work,
Redo
work.
the job.
But the main idea, I consider there are many ways to do something. You can just see the one way to resolve. You need to look for all other direction and invest for, no, maybe the word is look for other options to get the result. No? That's why that I learned
What I learned
the last week.
Okay. This was an easy question. Let's go back and make the question again to see if one more person wants to talk. Okay, let's wait for the others. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. So the question was very simple. Tell me something you have learned during the last week. Okay, what is something new that you've learned in the past week? Okay, one more person who hasn't talked. Now that you have practiced, can you please explain to the class something new that you have learned during the last week? Okay.
Other all groups or for groups or individual?
No. This is an individual question.
Individual.
One thing, yeah.
Okay, learn last week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I try. I studied the application. How do you say Padre Nuestro?
Holy Father.
Holy Father.
Mm-hmm.
I studied the application Holy Father at a group of 20 children. Explication, no only repeat the holy explication of the part.
Mm.
Yes,
And they made it.
a great decision. Is great. Agree? No, compromiso.
Commitment.
Commitment.
Okay.
Say holy what?
Father.
Holy Father is great. It's important explication, not only repeat.
The meaning.
Yes,
The meaning of
the meaning.
The meaning of the prayer. The meaning of the prayer. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. And in my work, learn.
I learned
A new. How do you say código?
code.
Code.
A new code. Mm-hmm.
In my work, learn a new code. Yata.
A new IATA code.
A new Yata code. Yes.
What is it?
Yata code.
What is it?
Zaragoza in Spain.
Don't tell me. Zaragoza or Zaragoza? Zaragoza. That's SRQ, isn't it? SRQ? No?
Z-A-Z.
ZAZ. Yeah.
Z-A-Z.
That was too long ago.
It was new for me.
Yeah.
And yes,
Man.
only the thing learned.
Oh, that brought me so many memories. The IATA codes. Those were good times.
You did you work in travel agency?
No, in an airline.
In airline.
At an airline. For an airline. I worked for an airline.
For airline.
I
What
worked
airline?
for US Airways.
Oh.
US Airways. I'm not sure if they are still in operation.
Amadeus or Sabre?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, we started with Amadeus and then we moved to Sabre.
I know more Sabre and kind of Amadeus.
Yeah, Sabre is easier. Okay, yeah. Good job, Wendy. You're improving. Great job. That was really good. Okay, so guys, remember, you have to practice. If not, you are not going anywhere, right? You have to practice. So tonight we have a great topic. We have to describe millennials' characteristics, and I would like to start with your book, actually. Let's start by doing the introduction on page 21. Page 21 of your workbook. Let me share it with you first. So here you go, page 21. In this session, we will be able to provide tips for managers to lead millennials effectively. Lead millennials effectively. So first question, have you heard the term millennial? Have
Yes,
you heard? Jorge? Okay. What does it mean?
people who born in I don't know, in the 2000 maybe. No,
Okay.
No. The age, teacher? No.
Depending on the age?
It's like I don't know. 1981 to
Yep.
1999.
Yeah, 1996, 99. Uh-huh.
Yes, 1980, 81, 81, and 1999. Is are millennials. You millennials, teacher.
I maybe, yes. It depends on the age.
Yeah,
I'm sending you a
yeah,
little chart to your WhatsApp.
yeah.
Okay, Jorge, so continue, Jorge. So people who were born between 1981 to 1986. I'm sorry, 1996. Okay.
continue with the main idea.
Yes, please.
I consider this kind of people is they have advantages respect that the people born many years ago because they grow up with the technology. For example, I remember I know the cell phone when I was studying in the university, and that kind of different thing that we don't know how to use it. But right now the kids know or almost grow up with the technology. That is my idea, teacher.
Okay, good job. Let's see really quick. Jorge. So instead of saying, I don't know what you said, I lost it. Older generations compared to, that's what you have to say. Compared to new generations, you know, they grew up. You said grow up, the past. They grew up with technology. I knew the cell phone. How else can we say this? I met the cell phone. I met a cell phone. I had my first cell phone. You know what? I had my first cell phone when I met my wife, when I met my girlfriend, who is now my wife. In 2003, I had my first cell phone because she encouraged me to get a cell phone. So, I mean, she changed my life drastically because she asked me to get a cell phone, and later, yeah, she opened my eyes in many ways because then she said, okay, get a credit card. Okay, get a house. Man, she was only missing to tell me, okay, marry me. Okay. And she actually taught me to drive. I didn't drive, and she taught me driving.
She's bigger than you, or?
Older.
Older.
Yeah, 1 year. She's 1 year older than me. But you know where I learned to drive? I learned in El Puerto de la Libertad on weekends in the afternoon. And the seats of the Tercel 1993 were leather. Those were leather seats in El Puerto. Can you imagine that, Jorge? Being in San Miguel with leather seats. Oh my God.
The weather, you can use the weather. There are many sweat.
Yeah, did you sweat a lot? You sweat a lot in El Puerto and San Miguel. Good job. Okay, so good. Yeah, millennials, people that were born between 1981 and 1996. Are you a millennial, Jorge?
No, but thank you.
No, thanks. Okay. I think we are on the Generation X. We are still part of the X generation.
I consider I'm in the cavern because I really don't know the age that millennials, centennials, and
Oh, nobody does. I mean, I don't pay attention to that. Definitely.
yes,
But
it doesn't matter. I think.
okay.
But sometimes you need like today.
Mhm. You need to know.
You need to know.
Do you
About
think? Do you think it's like general culture
yes, it's good when you know about whatever.
about anything? Yeah, I consider that as well. Yeah, that's important. Okay, thank you, Jorge. Someone else. What are millennials? Have you heard that term, and what does it mean being a millennial? Okay, you don't want to talk. Let me choose a victim. Someone who would like to participate and has the camera off. Diana Elizabeth? Why me?
Sorry, teacher, I'm meeting. But I am a millennial. And I think that this concept, people saw it or see it like something wrong or something bad because they only see like the bad parts of a millennial, that they are independent and they don't like to work or things like that. That's kind of the things I heard about it. But I think people get confused with other generations, and because it's like that, it's like happened right now. We don't know exactly the years when it started. And oh, sorry.
It started when it started. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and well, I think that both, well, in all generations, there are good things and bad things, and millennials also have good things, like the same. They are really independent. They like to work hard, and they don't like kids. That's something that it's true, but because of that, they saw for them, they only care about them, and but I don't see that like something wrong. And that's all.
Self-centered. They are self-centered. True. That is true. Thank you, Diana. Okay, guys. So yeah, there's a misconception, as I said before. There's a misunderstanding, a misconception in terms, because when you hear that millennials don't like to work, that millennials hate the jobs or want everything easy, that's a concept that applies more for the last generation, for Generation Z. The Generation Z from 1997 until now, These kids want things easy. But why? It is because they grew up with technology, as Jorge said. Computers is like us. Let's say, I mean, we were born in the 80s, we were born in the 90s. So I want you to mention, let's play something. I want you to mention one thing that there already existed in your life when you grew up. Let's say you grew up with that thing of technology, if you want to call it that way, in your life. For example, the stove, the cooker. I mean, many of us didn't grow up with stove, with gas. You know what I mean? That was technology for us. What else was technology for you? Something that you grew up with?
The television.
Television.
The telephone, but not the cell phone.
The landline. Yeah, the home phone, the landline. Okay, it's true. Wendy, what is something that you grew up with? We already mentioned the television, the landline.
Social
I
media.
don't understand
I'm sorry.
the technology. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What?
A device that you grew up with.
I don't understand the question.
Tecnología con la que creció. We mentioned television. We mentioned the telephone.
Television, telephone, and the first cell phone.
Radio.
Yeah,
The cell-
maybe, right? The first cell phone, the Nokias. Okay.
Yeah.
The indestructible. Susana,
Programs on TV.
what again?
Nintendo.
Oh my God. Wait, Wendy had a Nintendo. She was rich.
No,
Okay.
I no tuve.
Era
Okay.
No tuve
GameCube.
Nintendo.
A
I
GameCube,
am
Susana.
I
Okay.
am millennial. I
You're
am
millennial.
millennial.
Okay.
Millennial.
I
Good.
used to go to my friend to play Nintendo.
Some of us used to go to our neighbors to watch TV. Some of us used to go in groups to watch TV. Some of us used to charge the neighbors, and then our TV was like a cinema at home, right? Okay, you want to watch TV? Give me 10 cents. 10 cents, colones, right? 10 cents, and you can go and watch TV in groups. Okay, Carlos, what is something that you grew up with?
I don't know how do you say tipo de sonido.
Stereos?
Stereo. Yes.
Yeah, you grew up with stereo. What kind of stereo are you talking about? Like the big stereo at home?
Where you put a cassette.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Vinyl
Two bocinas.
Big speakers. Big speakers.
Big speak.
So you remember cassettes?
Yes.
What about the run plays?
Vinyl disc.
Yeah, the vinyl discs, the run plays. That was long time ago. And actually, stereos, Carlos, used to have the run play on top, then the cassettes, and then an equalizer. If it was an amazing stereo, man, it was really big.
Somebody of you saw the
some of you?
8-track?
The
Some of you?
8-track.
Yeah.
Like to record video?
No, the 8-track was like a cassette, but indeed only support 8-track.
8 tracks.
8 songs.
8
Yeah,
songs.
8 songs. Yeah.
No, I don't remember that. Wow.
My dad had one
A stereo?
well, yeah, one
Or
stereo
a
that
cassette
has
player?
the 8-track, the cassette, and long play disc.
Wow. Okay. So lucky you, you had money. You grew up with stereos, TVs, radio. You used to call the radio. You used to call the radio and go like, okay, can you play White Snake, Is This Love? But please don't talk, okay? I'm going to record the song, okay? So don't talk. Recording, right? Okay. And at the end of the song, at the end of the song, you were like, y esa era la canción que nos pidió Carlos en la, oh my God, right? It was so funny.
Teacher,
Hey.
transition in programs TV, black, white to colors.
Oh, the transition from black and white to color TV. Okay. Now, let me tell you, technology that we grew up with, but we gave for granted. And this is very important. And that's the thing. Kids nowadays grow up giving things for granted. Hold on. Giving things for granted. It's like you assume that they are there for you. You learn to use them. Elevators, for example. Elevators. I never used electric chairs. I'm sorry, electric stairs. Electric stairs until I came to San Salvador in 1996, 94. I came here to San Salvador the first time, and I went to Centro Comercial Gigante, and I used for the first time the electric stairs. I was scared. I mean, I still remember the first elevator, things that you give for granted. The bus, taking the bus every day to go to school. For you, you didn't realize, okay? Oh my God, I'm moving. This is technology. So nowadays, kids, they are born. I don't know if you have watched, I may look for that commercial, that ad of a kid who is born with a cell phone on his hand. Then he uses a pad, he takes a selfie when he's born. So kids nowadays are given for granted that they have a cell phone, they have computers, they have smart TVs. I mean, it's normal. And they learn to use it.
Millennials maybe is the last generation. They can live without the cell phones and without computer. Now the children don't live in.
Yeah, the children. Don't forget, plural children.
The children literally dying.
Yeah, if they don't have their technology next to them, they die. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. So we're going to watch a short video right now to understand the perspective that they give to millennials in the book, okay, as English for work. How they want us to perceive millennials in a general, as a general concept, okay? Si eres millennial, no te sientas ofendido. It's okay, Diana. So it's normal. It's normal, okay? They people judge you, but it's a misconception again. So here's the video. Stay quiet, watch the video just for 3 minutes, and I will make you questions in a bit. Okay, go. Okay.
I don't believe that happened here because
Let's find out. Diana, has this ever happened to you?
No, not to me, but yes, it happens.
I mean, you're as an interviewer, right? Interviewing
Yes.
people. Mhm.
Yes, but I think that, like I said, it's nothing to see with the age, with but with the
Wait.
mental
It
yeah,
has nothing to do
it has nothing to do
with
with
age,
age, but with mental
maturity.
maturity. Yes. Because there are some people, and you mentioned it classes before, like the ninis, they don't like to work or study, and they don't want nothing because they are used to receive everything from their parents or from the state, or I don't know. But yes, it happened. Maybe no so dramatic like
So
this, but
dramatically, like the video.
yes, it happened.
Oh my God, you're giving me nothing but negative vibrations right now. That's so crazy. I mean, oh God.
but I consider they had other common sense, or the common sense is not so common for them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I
because the
think
common
in a,
sense is the less common of the sense.
Okay. Why
I
do you
think
why do you think so?
Sounds so weird because you want to get a job, you can put the rules of the work.
Right. I got your point. Totally. Yeah, she wanted. She
Yeah.
wanted. Oh my God. Can you imagine starting your job at 11 a.m.? It's like, what?
Can you just pay me?
Right. You know what? But we are, I mean, society and technology is leading us towards that way. We are becoming more lazy, if you want to see it that way. For example, my job in the call center, I could do it without a schedule, just during the day, doing one thing every hour, and still I will be reaching my goal. In fact, have you heard of people traveling and working on a van, going around the world in a bus?
Nice.
Yes, but a few quantity of people has that opportunity.
Yeah, what do you think, Carlos? Is that possible?
Traveler around the world working.
Yeah.
It's common. I have heard that maybe in Mexico there are a lot of people from the United States working in some places, like in the beach, but they're working for a company from the United States. I think that it could pass, or
It could
it
happen.
could be, it could happen. Yes.
It could
Yes.
happen. It could happen. It is possible, right? With technology the way it is. Of course, you need satellite internet, which is very expensive. Fuel, gasoline, fuel, very expensive. And if you have kids, right? So that's the tough part. That's the difficult part. So we're going to do something different this time. I want you to turn on, if you didn't do it, turn on the closed captioning. Watch the video one more time and get me 3 words, just 3 new words for your vocabulary. 3 new words. Okay, watch the video with subtitles and come up with 3 new words. Got it? Got it? It's very short. It's just 2 minutes and a half. 1, 2, 3, 3 new words. Go. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Good evening, teacher.
Encouragement. Hey, Manuel, welcome.
Thank you.
Validation, encouragement. Okay, let me know. Ready?
Ready.
Mental Health Day.
That's my word, teacher.
Okay.
But
Okay, I'm gonna
it's,
start with Jorge, then I move with Norma, Carlos, Susana, Manuel, Wendy, Silvia, then I have Mario, Diana, Marilena, Diego, Cristia, Mario Villeda, and Juan Carlos. Okay, go ahead, Jorge.
mental health, but it's a complex word or just like sound.
The way it sounds, you're classifying is being used as an adjective. I'm gonna have to take the day off as a mental health day.
Mental health day. Okay.
That's a mental health day, you know, to rest and recover my energies. In fact,
Change the chip.
What?
To change the chip.
Change the chip, yes. Exactly. Breathe some air, you know, take some air. Man, I mean, my first jobs, I don't remember having even vacations, you know, it was like, I didn't even ask for vacations.
You're
Never.
afraid to ask about vacation?
I never asked for vacations. They just go like, hey, you know what? This is your vacation period. Do you want to take it? Do you want to go on vacations? I was like, no, I don't know. Can I? Can I do? Okay, good job. So mental health day. Okay, Norma, what's your word? What is your word?
Proficient. Proficient.
Proficient. Proficient. What is it?
Say in the video area of technology are you proficient?
What area of technology are you proficient on? So it's like, it's like, Norma?
Like an expert.
What are you expert on? What's your best area? It's like asking you, Norma, are you good at Excel?
No, I good at typing.
I'm good at typing. Repeat, I'm good at typing.
I good at typing.
Again, I'm good at typing.
I'm good at typing.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm good at typing. I type fast. I studied mecanography in the institute. I remember we used to have a whole classroom with typing machines. Can you imagine the noise in that classroom in Instituto Nacional de Santa Ana? It was like, and everybody was coming out of that classroom like, you know, it was like, wow, now that I think about it, man, it's awesome. If you can type without looking at the keyboard, right? It's good. That's really good.
They also study calligraphy.
Yeah, man, but that was so useful.
Teacher, I still remember at the Central de Señorita, and the exam, you need
You needed a
you needed the A's, the A's, close to the A's for the
grade
exam.
to pass the exam. Wow, it was tough. That was difficult. Thank you, Normita. Let's see, Carlos Alfredo. Next, what's the word?
I didn't find a word.
Ok. Sería poder usar efectos aquí en Zoom, pero es professional classes. ¿Se han visto el meme de Shrek, vea? It's like, okay, you know all the words. Okay, perfect. Susana, give me your word.
Oh, teacher. I don't understand very
Very well.
well.
Eso les decía cuando hagamos. Uy, wait. There's a lot of feedback from your end, Manuel. Be careful. Si tienen dos dispositivos, se hace feedback. Siempre les digo, cuando veamos un video, pongan los closed captions en el video. ¿Sí? Y ahí cuando vean una palabra que no entienden, esta. Ok, ese era el ejercicio. So let's see. Manuel, I don't know if you were able to watch the video.
In the meantime, I had other one, teacher.
Another one.
HR director.
HR director. Yeah.
What is the meaning?
Human resources. Call HR. Contact HR. That's a diminisher of human resources. Okay, I'm going with Diana. Where?
Hi, teacher. Well, one was the last proficient,
Efficient.
and another was adept, but I think similar.
Yeah, adept. Are you adept on Excel or are you adept with Excel? Technology.
Only that too.
That's very good. Are you adept at Excel? Are you adept at Excel? So are you an expert? Is this another synonym for proficient? Kind of, right? Adept. Okay. So let's see, Wendy, what's your word? There's a lot of words.
My work.
No, word. ¿Qué palabra encontró dentro del video?
Ay, un montón. Sorry.
Just one.
No las cogí.
Okay. Okay. Si no entiendo las instrucciones, pregunto. Ya van 3. Okay. Don't worry, Wendy. Let's see.
Okay.
Someone else? No? No new words? Okay. So these are the words. Marilena, yes.
I got 3. Staff, kind, and encouragement.
Encouragement. Good job. So staff. If your boss tells you, okay, Susana, go get your stuff. Go get your stuff. Go get your stuff. Ve por tus cosas. I'm so sorry. Go get your stuff.
It's like a think stuff.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, things. Yeah, your things. Your stuff. Kids use this a lot. Hey, that's my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Stuff. Very similar to staff. Okay, personal, staff. And this is very similar, stuff. Okay, for stuff like that, she says, for stuff like that, I use da da da. Any other? You said something else.
Kind.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Type of. What type of person are you? What kind of person are you? I'm kind of good. You don't say so. How are you? So. How are you? More or less. No. I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good, you know. Repeat, I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good. Stop saying so. Stop saying more or less. I'm kind of good. A synonym of kind of is sort of. I'm sort of good. I'm sort of good. I'm sort of good. Estoy más o menos. Which is something negative in reality, okay? Okay. More words that I got. Skim milk. Skim milk. Leche delgada. I'm like, skim milk? Okay. Foam. Foam. 2% foam. What is that? 2% foam on your coffee, on your latte, on your chai, I'm sorry. 2% foam, 2% de espuma. My God. And something that I love. I don't think we're going to be a good fit. I don't think you're going to be a good fit in this company. You're not a good fit. Hey, I'm so sorry, Maria Jose, you are not a good fit for your wife. You're not a good fit for your girlfriend. Could you imagine if someone tells you that, man, you're not a good fit for that beautiful lady. You're ugly, man. Oh my God. Or
I
the
have to do
opposite.
some exercises.
No, I'm just giving an example. Don't worry.
No, I
I don't
know.
know. You know what? When I was doing the bachelor degree, there was a guy delivering the kids. I don't know how you say that. The transportation guy. He had a small bus, a microbus, a van, and he was so big. He wasn't fat, but he was big, and the vehicle was small. So he looked like, okay, kids, let's go. It's late. It was so funny. He was the big guy in a small car, you know. Laugh, please. Be a good fit. Be a good fit. That's kind of the sense. I can sense your hostilities. I can sense your hostilities. And as Jorge said, mental health day. I need to take a mental health day from classes. I know, me too. Okay. So now you have a better idea of the concept. The millennials. It's not that way. I mean, right? Is it? I don't think we are so bad fit for society. I'm part of the X generation, if you see the chart. And what is very interesting is that we, the X generation, we grew up with amazing things. I mean, what goes before the X generation? Boomers. My dad grew up with the Beatles. Music. There was a record. What?
Sinatra.
Sinatra, jazz. My God, the recession. They were coming out of the recession.
The war.
The war. They were coming out of a war world. A world war. World War II. World War. World War. World War. They were coming out of the war world. And they grew up with new songs every week. Every week. There were 3, 5 new songs from different artists, The Doors, The Beatles, Sinatra. And then we had the hair bands. We had Bon Jovi, we had Guns N' Roses. And then moving on to the 80s, the 90s, music was very important, but also cars. Cars were evolving, so the streets were evolving, the cities were growing. Airplanes, I mean, those were the best years, if you ask me. And I didn't used to give things for granted. I hope you got that term, to give things for granted means dar las cosas por sentado. Okay, you give, what things do you give for granted? Being alive. Being alive, you give it for granted. You just cross the street every day, right? You don't think, oh my God, I can get killed by a car, right? Si no han visto Destino Final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's continue. So we got the idea of what is a millennial. Is it difficult to work with them at work? Is it difficult to manage them?
Yes, it's hard to control it.
To control them. Why?
Control them. Because they believe they know they have the knowledge, but in fact it doesn't true.
It isn't true.
Not always, but regularly.
Okay. So they assume they know everything, but in reality, they don't.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I want to reach certain point with you. I want to hear you speaking. Tengo la opción de mandarlos a hacer una actividad ahorita o que aterricemos una idea. So speak, please. Everybody, I want to hear you guys. Just listening to the same people. So I'm missing, Diego is working. Cristia, I don't know if you're still working. Marios, Juan Carlos, Silvia. Okay, please participate. So what is the most difficult about managing or leading millennials? Jorge is saying that is because they think they know everything. They think they know everything. Go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry. They don't like to be controlled or following the rules.
Why? Why, Diana?
I think it's similar to Jorge said, because they think they can do everything, and they are good doing it. So they don't like to people say to them
that's the point. That's the point. Who told them? Who told them they were good?
I think this is come from generations because it's the past generation that makes us believe that we need to be like this. And I saw it at work, that it's like difficult to work with people that it's older than you because that people is thinking that you don't think they are good because they are old. So there is like barriers to millennials, and
that's a topic for another class. Gaps, generational gaps. Diana, good.
Okay, only that.
That's it.
I agree with Diana.
That's it. No quiero volver a escuchar de tus labios esas palabras. Only that. For Diana. No, 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 no. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can do it.
It's funny for me because I have heard some people that say that Generation X was the latest good one. I mean, they express that the millennials are the bad ones and everything, but thinking the most of them that say that the Generation X was the good one are into the Y generation, not into X generation. I guess they think that the X generation ends in around beginning of 90s.
Beginning of the 2000s, actually. Before the 2000s, the X generation ended. And then we have the millennials.
Yeah, but I have seen also the millennials. It's supposed that.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. You are correct, Mario. Yes. 1981 to 1996, millennials. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. And that's why I'm, for me, it's that funny because these people that are talking about in bad of the millennials, indeed are millennials, not the X generation.
Yes, like me. Now, thank you, Mario. That's great. There's a stereotype. There's a stereotype, and it's surrounded by values or things that you grew up with. Now, really quick, let's become a little nostalgic here. What was your favorite thing in your life when you were a teenager? What was your favorite thing to do? Let me give you an example. In my case, going to the park to play basketball until late. I could be until 9, 10 p.m. playing basketball.
Yeah, even me. I was actually I spent all the afternoon playing basketball in the field.
The park.
Yeah,
At
the park.
the basketball field, at the basketball
yeah, the
court.
basketball field, and not only basketball, but football also, because when I was young, at the basketball was a lot of people, so roughly we have
It's
easy.
true.
We have
It's
five, at least 5 teams of 5
of
people.
five people each, of course.
So we have to make
Little
maybe
tournament.
12 points or 3 points. It depends what, but in the time when you are awaiting your time, we went to play football because the both field are next to
Both
each
fields
of them.
were together, yeah, one next to the other.
So we came to play football, and then somebody, hey, it's your turn. We came to play basketball, and that
Back
was
and
our
forth. Repeat.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth. Back and forth. Para atrás, para adelante.
And that was my my afternoon when I was younger.
Okay, what was your favorite thing to do, Manuel?
When I was younger, I like to play soccer.
As
Yes,
well, soccer. Okay.
This was my hobby. But when I was in 9th grade, the school where I went doesn't
didn't
there aren't no había.
There weren't
places
or fields to play.
Fields where play soccer.
Where to play soccer.
Yeah, that's why I needed to learn how to how to play basketball.
That's another thing. Well, it's never too late. Remember the video. It's never too late. Okay, really quick. Why am I asking you what was your favorite thing to do? Because kids now, I mean, millennial generation, we became addicts to technology. Many are still there, you know, being addicts to cell phones, getting the latest cell phone, the latest iPhone, the latest Samsung, whatever, right? It's a competition. And so there's a second video that I will like.
Teacher, because it's like no sé, como una droga.
It is an addiction.
Addiction, yes, addiction.
Okay, let's watch this video just for 5 minutes. Not too much because it's too long. It's 16 minutes, but I'm not gonna watch the whole video. I just want you to get, you know, get your mindset on this. This is one of the best speeches I have heard, an interview regarding millennials, and just watch the video. I cannot share it with you so we can all watch it because of copyrights, but it's very specific um, in terms of what we're talking about. Let's see, share. It's gonna copy the link. Wait a minute. So here you go. Solo 5 minutos. Traten de tomar nota, entender de qué trata el video. Y siempre que veamos algún video, guarden el video, busquen vocabulario nuevo después. Eso es lo más importante a este punto, ¿ok? No me digan, ay, no tomen nota, no. Pongan los subtítulos, preste atención, traten de encontrar palabras nuevas, pero ahorita agarra la idea, ¿ok? So let's pay attention to this interview. It's just 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Okay. Let's stop the video. Súper rápido, alguien que me describa en 30 segundos lo que entendió. Spanish. Necesito español ahorita. ¿Qué entendiste? Este video es bien pesado.
Es una generación bien traumada.
La generación del trauma. What?
¿Lo puedo decir en español?
Sí, claro. Sí, ¿de qué has entendido, Diana?
Ok. Te habla de diferentes motivos de por qué se perciben todas las cosas negativas de un millennial. Y lo que me refería a eso del trauma es lo primero que dice, como de todo lo que heredamos de malas enseñanzas de nuestros padres, pero creo que es algo que se viene arrastrando de generación en generación, porque si nuestros padres nos están queriendo transmitir eso y enseñarnos que somos especiales, es porque tal vez es lo que ellos no recibieron cuando ellos eran niños, entonces es lo que quieren darle ellos a sus hijos, pero a la larga no te das cuenta que también les está generando problemas, porque no les estás enseñando a ellos luchar también por las cosas. Entonces creo que es como no encontrar un balance entre no darlo todo y dejar que también pues cada quien siga la cosa. Eso del primer punto, pero creo que hablé mucho.
Thank you.
Teacher,
Gracias, Diana.
¿a qué se refiere cuando dice entire generation?
Self-entitled.
Self-entire.
A lo que acaba de decir Diana. Te han hecho creer toda tu vida que sos especial. Mi hijo tiene un compañero y este compañero tiene dos hermanitas, creo, una. Y toda la vida ha tenido problemas con mi hijo, porque este es bien hiperactivo. La cosa es que desde primer grado. Ahora, yo conocí a la señora a raíz de que este casi le revienta la cabeza al niño jugando, gran chindondo. Y pues la señora es de ese tipo de personas que de escasos recursos, ve y todo, y como puede, la pobrecita hace lo que pueda por sacarlos adelante, pero como acaba de decir Diana, con este lema, ¿no? Podés alcanzar lo que vos querás. Sos capaz de ser lo que vos querás. Sos la mejor persona en el mundo. Que nadie te diga lo contrario. Sos la mejor persona en el mundo. No hay nadie mejor que vos. Aunque llegues de último, sos el mejor.
El límite
Entonces,
es el cielo.
el límite es el cielo.
Ujú.
Y está bien, pero está mal. Ahora, ¿por qué está mal según el video? ¿Quién entendió esa parte? Yo llegué hasta el minuto 5:10.
Está mal porque cuando se topa con la realidad y se da cuenta de que no es el unicornio, es como frustrante para esa gente. Ujú.
Sí, ¿verdad?
No crean como hoy está como en moda esa palabra, resiliencia.
No resiliencia, no aprenden la resiliencia cabal. Hay un libro que así se llama, de hecho, resiliencia. Y entonces, como dice el video, ¿qué es lo que genera esto? Una baja autoestima.
Ujú.
Totalmente, como lo acaba de decir Marilena, o sea, te encontrás con la realidad de que el mundo real no es como vimos en la entrevista, ¿verdad? Todo se me va a dar fácil, como yo lo quiero. Y el problema ahora, dice Simon, llegas al trabajo pidiendo que hayan snacks, beanbags, y es cierto. En los call centers vos vas a encontrar casi que medio piso de un breakout room. Muchos call centers tienen gimnasio, tienen Xbox, o sea, Nintendo, pantallas gigantes. Hay uno de alguien que trabaja, que ahí trabaja en un call center y está con nosotros esta noche. Me encanta ese break room, porque yo daba clases ahí. Hay una mesa de billar o dos, creo. Mesas de billar. No se puede fumar ahí porque es una torre, ¿no? Y pues todo. Hay área de fumadores en algunos edificios. O sea, tenés todo, todo, todo. ¿Qué más querés? Una cafetería adentro. Y en el caso de Google Tech en Jacksonville, después vamos a ver ese video del mejor trabajo del mundo, tenés incluso unos pods, creo que se llamaban, no me acuerdo, como huevos, como que veas un huevo y te metes ahí y se aclimatiza y te puedes dormir dentro de ese huevito. Entonces, oye, música relajante, te dormís. Hay lavandería en el trabajo. Te dan un carro si necesitas ir a hacer algún mandado, te dan un carro eléctrico para que vos vayas, lo desconectas, te vas, lo regresas y lo vuelves a conectar. No paga gasolina ni nada, o sea, todo eso son prestaciones del trabajo. En Google, en la empresa, tienen también muchas otras cosas. Es emparrilladas, comida gratis, toda la comida gratis que puedas comer. Prácticamente vivís en empresa. So, y decía el video, a pesar de eso, se sienten demotivated. Espero que de verdad revisen este video. Solo en los 5 primeros minutos hay bastante vocabulario. Unfortunately, hardwired, that becomes hardwired. Y tantas otras que ocupa Discover Alcohol. So, decía él, ¿cuál es el químico que se activa por medio de las redes sociales? ¿Cuál es?
La dopamina.
Dopamina. ¿Qué otros adicciones despiertan la dopamina?
El alcohol.
Con
Great
alcohol,
job.
tabaco.
Good job, Manuel. Awesome. That was great.
Gambling.
¿Qué pasó con Manuel ahorita? Un ejemplo, ¿no? Cuando un profesor te dice, wow, super bien, super good. Great pronunciation, man. Hey, everybody, listen like that. Again, good job.
Saca pecho.
Eso se llama gratificación instantánea. Es decir, tu dopamina se dispara. ¿Quién tiene Norma, ¿tiene algún videojuego en su teléfono, Norma?
Yes, teacher.
¿Qué pasa cuando pasa de nivel?
Ay, feliz. Very happy.
Happy.
Se clava uno
Wow.
más, teacher.
Ah, gratificación instantánea. Wow, lo logré. No lo puedo creer. Lo mismo ocurre con Twitter. Me sigue el Prezi.
La social media.
Right. Super late y ahí estás con el teléfono. Watching TikTok. Subís un TikTok y le dan 10 likes. 100 likes. Creo que voy a abrir mi propia cuenta ya. Ok. And so on. Y este ha sido el engaño con el que ha crecido la generación. Como decía Diana, como decía Jorge, y lo decía Simon, no es culpa de ellos, no es culpa de sus padres, simplemente les tocó una mala mano. Ahora, ¿cuál fue la mala mano? Como dice, they were given a bad hand. They were given a bad hand. Les tocó una mala mano. La unión de lo que mencionaba Diana, unos padres que vienen de sufrir latigazos, ginazos, garrotazos, tubazos, ¿cómo se llama esa cosa negra? Poliductazos, ¿sí? Mi bisabuela nos pegaba con... Bueno, a mí nunca me tocó
Yes.
porque era el más chiquito, pero a mis hermanos sonaba el poliducto. ¡Pla! La viejita nos seguía hasta que nos alcanzaba. Entonces, tratamos de evitar que nuestros hijos sufran eso. Y fue un error. Había que quitar los golpes. Y ojo, ¿de dónde vienen los golpes? Del matriarcado. Ojo, luego vamos a hablar de esto en las 3 clases más. Del matriarcado pasamos al patriarcado. ¿Sí? Ya volvieron los golpes, los gritos, las exigencias, el tataduro, como decimos en El Salvador. Y luego
It's a
pasamos...
topic heavy, teacher.
What?
It's a topic heavy.
It's a heavy topic. It's a heavy topic. True. It is a
Heavy
very heavy
topic.
topic. Yeah. Then, y luego, desde el patriarcado, ahí está el glitch, ahí está el gap. Entró la tecnología y creó una familia muy disfuncional que no fue capaz de transmitir la cosa buena. Porque hubo un distanciamiento entre padres e hijos. ¿Por qué? Porque los hijos necesitan su espacio. Ay, no, no está aburrido, niño, dale el teléfono. 2 horas después,
Estructure, teacher.
un zombie
No son
completo.
capaces de tener estructura.
No supimos eso. De hecho, se ha comprobado que los niños de ahora ya tienen el huesito de acá atrás se les ha hecho como así, hacia abajo. No sé si han visto eso, o algún video de eso. Se les ha deformado el huesito donde termina la parte de arriba de la cabeza. Entonces, todo eso, ¿no? Ha creado un vacío emocional en los niños. Le preguntan a un niño de 10 años o 12 años cualquier cosa y tiene una respuesta. Y si no la tiene, se la inventa. ¿Por qué? ¿Y por qué crees que eso es cierto? Ah, es que lo vi en un video. Ok. Todo lo que veo es cierto. Y es porque así somos. Lo primero que percibe tu cerebro lo toma como una realidad absoluta. Ok. So, difficult topic, very extensive, but we have to talk about it. Now, let's see, on your book, as a homework, you need to find out, and you actually have it there. Let's decode this really quick. Okay, it's just simple concepts, but we are going to contribute, all of us. So millennials, we already defined there is a specific, is a specific generation from 1980 something to
When we're very, very young.
96, right? Somewhere around there. Those are the millennials. People between 30 and 42 years old by now. Self-entitled. What is self-entitled, Manuel? Everybody, what is self-entitled? Uh-huh.
Like egocentristas.
Oh, I love that word. Egocentrista. Egocentric. Egocentric. He mentioned it on the video, right? Egocentric. Salvador Dalí, la persona más egocentrista. No, hay otra palabra. Narcissist.
Narcissist.
Narcissist person. That's the extreme.
Narcisista.
That is the extreme case of egocentric. Then you have narcissist. I love myself first, then I love myself again, then I love myself again, and then I love God. So I'm better than God. Eso decía Salvador Dalí. So, okay, self-entitled. Self-centered is very close to egocentric. Self-centered. I'm the most important person in the world. Self-centered. Willfully ignorant. Can somebody decode willfully ignorant? No se vayan a Google. Quiero que busquen la raíz de esa palabra. Vamos.
That kind of person consider they don't need knowledge about anything.
You got it. Ok, súper rápido, nos queda un minuto. Will, voluntad. Will. Full, lleno. Se agrega una Y, sería mente. Willfully. Voluntariamente. Completamente voluntario. Ignorante. Voluntariamente ignorante. Exactly, Jorge. I don't want more knowledge. I'm okay. I know everything. I don't need to know anything else. That's all. Willfully ignorant. Okay. Be open-minded. Para mañana, vean ese video de nuevo. Revisen, look for vocabulary so we can share it together, okay? I'm staying tonight with Juan Carlos Rivas. I don't know if he's still here. Juan Carlos or Manuel, Antonio.
Por hoy no puedo, teacher.
Okay, Marilena.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's go. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Please, Carlos Alfredo Palomo Pineda.
Here, see you.
See you. Claudia María Meléndez Santos. Cristian Natalie Erazo Rogel.
Present.
Good. Diego Armando López Rivas.
Present, teacher.
Good night. Jorge Humberto Vela Funes.
Present and good night.
Good night. Juan Carlos Rivas Jovel.
Present, teacher. Good night.
Good night. Manuel Antonio Palma.
Present, teacher. Good night.
Good night. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar.
Present, teacher.
Mario Ernesto Villeda.
Present, teacher.
Good night. Mario José Valle Castaneda.
Present, teacher. Good night.
Good night. Nelson René Olmedo Figueroa. Norma Carolina Villeda Ábalos.
Present teacher, good night.
Good night. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González. She's there. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo.
Present teacher, good night.
Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa.
Present teacher, good night, blessings.
Blessings. Diana Elizabeth Chereguiño Martínez. Good night. See you tomorrow. Okay. Mrs. Escobar, how are you?
Hi, teacher.
How's everything going at work?
What?
How is everything going at work? How is your job?
Well, today I have meeting with the jail, alcaldía, I don't know,
Town hall?
town hall.
The city hall. Sorry, the city hall.
City hall at Pastepeque. But the mayor
Major?
take over, the major take other compromise and pues, lo pospuso.
He,
Así que
so wait, he canceled it.
he canceled.
Oh. And you went all the way to Pastepeque
Yeah.
from San Salvador.
Yes. First I go to San Vicente.
First I went.
Next I went San Vicente. Next Pastepeque. Return, but early. Today
Wait.
early.
Who returned?
Return to San Salvador
¿Quién regresó?
with my classmate, with my
Listen, you're saying, and then return to San Salvador. Who? ¿Quién? ¿Dónde está el sujeto ahí?
we.
Ajá, and then we returned
And then we return
to San Salvador.
and
Ajá.
we return to San Salvador. 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. And then?
And then I am with my nephew.
Then I was with my nephew. Uh-huh.
Wash the car because estaba como polvo. Llenito de polvo. Pura.
It was dusty.
It got dusty.
Mhm.
And make in my work is begin new project and we prepare, no sé, son como unos manteles terriblemente enormes de indicadores, no sé cómo se dicen en inglés, pero eso estaba avanzando porque del proyecto hay un
A
narrativo.
ver. ¿Cómo se dice mantel en inglés? ¿Para qué se ocupa el mantel?
Para tapar la mesa.
Mesa, ok, mesa, table, ok. ¿Y de qué es el mantel? ¿Qué es? ¿De qué está hecho?
Depends.
No.
Puede ser de tela.
Tela, right? So, mesa, table, tela, cloth, tablecloth,
Tablecloths.
tablecloth, ajá.
A big tablecloth.
You got it. Okay, and you use that as a tent. Ustedes ocupan eso como una...
Para
¿cómo
tampoco
se
no sé
llama?
cómo se dice, pero son medios
Una
de verificación.
Ajá, ok.
Usted tiene como un narrativo, un Word que le describe todo el proyecto. Y eso lo tiene que pasar a un Excel y los indicadores tiene que poner cuál va a ser su definición operativa, cuál va a ser su respaldo, con quién lo va a aplicar. Es una gran manta. Entonces le desarrollan los 3 años de ejecución del proyecto ¿cómo le van a contar las costillas después? ¿Va? Eso estaba haciendo ahora, en la tarde que tuve tiempecito. Y si tiene que elaborar planes de formación o alguna otra cosa, también ahí tiene que describir en qué momento lo va a hacer.
That's the planning.
The planning.
The project planning. The project planning. Wow. I know. It's very interesting, actually. You can spend hours working on that, right?
It is funny because in my project is with
Children.
Is with children.
Quitémosle la S al final. Children.
Is with children. About babies. Zero. From 0 4 years.
To 4.
4 years.
Old. Okay. From 0 to 4-year-old.
Esa es la parte bonita. This is the...
You love kids.
Yes, I love kids. Pero los que no son kids.
But you do have children.
I can say, is your children? Te puedo regresar.
Okay. But do you have children?
Children.
Do you have children?
Yes, 2.
Yes, 2.
2 children. 2 men.
2 children.
2 children. Siempre le pongo eso. 2 children.
Sí, children. Sí, okay. How old are they?
The baby, 13.
13.
13. And the old, 16.
And the oldest, elder, hold on, the eldest. The eldest is what, 14?
16.
16. 16
It's
years
difficult
old.
with him.
Really? Is it very difficult?
It's very difficult with him.
Why?
He
Because
transformed an alien. and 2 years ago.
Wow. So from 14 to 16, they grow up very fast.
Yes.
My God.
Difficult, very difficult. We go to the psychologist cada 15 días. No sé cómo se me olvida cómo se dice. Yes.
Is he a rebel?
Depressed. He depressed.
Yes. Oh my
I
God.
don't understand why, but he depressed. And solo only the thinking, ¿cómo se dice? Dañarse el solo.
To hurt himself.
Himself, yes.
To hurt himself. Yo no sé cómo reaccionaría ante una situación así, pero lo que se me ha ocurrido es la escuela militar. Military school.
Maybe.
Entonces, pienso que eso es una gran ayuda al final. Yo hubiese querido estar en la escuela militar, o sea, creo que hubiese aprendido muchas cosas. So. And it is what it is. Okay. Thank you for staying, Marilena. I hope you rest. Espero que descanse un poco.
Yes, thank you.
Good night, Marilena. Take care.
Good night, teacher.